Live in downtown Detroit, Local 4 live stream with Jason Carr starts now.
Oh, no. Did you do that on purpose?
I didn't. Someone had that set.
We had a whole conversation on Friday night about these star wipes and all these tricky things that we can do with this equipment that we've got here in our new digital home. And we mutually agreed that we would not be abusing the special effect wipes. And then the first thing that happens on a Monday is we get a squiggle wipe. How are you?
No, didn't mean to do that.
Good morning and welcome to Jason Carr Live, also known as the 9:15-ish. Today that would be 9:17. That's why we do the ish. It is day 6 of That Was Then, This Is Now. Day 6.
Day 6.
Day 6. This is the new post-election reality that we're living in. We will not be doing all president-elect all the time, but we do count on your feedback, so for and against here on the 9:15-ish. Let's start with, since nostalgia is going to be in bloom for the foreseeable future, accidental Rockwells. Norman Rockwell, American author, painter, illustrator, 1894 to 1978. Anybody who's ever seen a magazine cover of a certain age, if you're under the age of, I don't know, 35.
Well, I still know who he is.
You know who he is. Yeah, you're hip. I mean, I grew up with Saturday Evening Posts at my grandparents' house that were already old, but they were there. They were still there.
Now, I found this subreddit called Accidental Rockwells, and these are just photographs that are so perfect that you would mistake them for a Norman Rockwell. Everyone's got this photo somewhere in their basement in a box. This one, I think, is like a modern Norman Rockwell. Yeah,
I could see where he would paint that. There's something similar to that in his gallery, in his repertoire. What do you want to? Now, that is definitely Rockwellian.
Yeah. Yeah, really cool stuff. This one, the kids at the ice cream parlor.
The floor helps with the nostalgia factor there.
And this one, another modern one. This the father told the kid, go. There's a bunch of YouTube videos on how to train your dog, and came back into the room and just showing the kid.
Well, the composition of that photo.
Yeah.
Can you go back to it?
Oh, yeah.
That's perfect. That is total Norman Rockwell in the framing, the sort of hazy, like gauzy sort of effect. It almost looks like a painting. That's top notch. How are we doing with our live viewers?
We got a lot today. We're doing pretty well. We're in the 300s.
We're in the 300s?
Yeah.
Well, that just makes me think that we need to get into the 400s or the 500s, and the only way that we can do that is if you wake the kids and phone the neighbors and stop right there. If this just popped into your news feed, stay with us for a few minutes. This thing's starting to get some traction here. We're having some fun. We're infotaining with the best of them. John Steckroth, by the way. Modern sandcastles. I believe that headline on this one was brutalism because it's the architectural style is very severe.
Yeah, these I just ended up finding on Boing Boing. This guy's got a whole Flickr page just filled with hundreds and hundreds of these sandcastles.
That looks like something that Calvin Siebert would do.
Calvin Siebert.
Yeah, the guy that actually does these.
Oh, yeah, that's his name.
Sorry, I trolled you a little bit there. Yeah. Can you imagine?
He says he only uses a simple paint bucket.
Come on.
Yeah.
Wow. Pretty impressive. I like that one.
Yeah. The simple ones.
Cool. Cool. Hey, according to Facebook, you might be dead.
That's what they're saying.
How do you feel this morning? Are you dead tired on Monday morning? Are you dead done with it after the interesting week that was last week? For whatever reason, a bug in the system, a kooky algorithm, the Cubs winning the World Series.
This is what they put up there, remembering your friend so-and-so, and it almost feels like this person had died. It was the bug.
Even happened to Mark Zuckerberg.
Yep.
Zuck was prematurely memorialized by his own company. That was the weekend, by the way.
Oh, pretty good weekend.
We, of course, attended Carmen Harlan's in-house festivities on Friday. Best of luck to her. Can't wait to see her Thanksgiving. But afterward, we went out and broke bread. And something wrong with your mic?
Yeah, he's Ken. Just mine. All right. Well, we'll bring that up.
Funny that Ken should enter the fray as well, because he was part of our excursion.
Yeah, we went out to the Anchor.
Had a couple of pops.
A couple of pops. I took a couple of pictures for you, for your fans.
Yeah. Yeah. Right. Let's talk about SNL.
SNL.
Did you watch it? Did you see Dave Chappelle's hilarious but also poignant monologue? How about the show's cold open with Kate McKinnon as Hillary performing Alleluia?
Yeah, it was a strange opening. You're not used to that.
And not only that, then Chris Rock showing up.
Yeah. Yeah.
To observe that 55% of America female, and that if 55% of America were black, there would have been a whole bunch of black presidents by now.
Yeah.
But yet we're still waiting on our first female president.
Hey, here comes the...
It's not a Monday morning unless you can hear the custodial barrel rumbling along on the tile floor here in the atrium. That's I feel like that's going to be a weekly marker of what time of the morning it is.
So from SNL, they did a good throwback to an episode just a couple of weeks ago, and I've got it right here.
Yeah.
Dave, you're a comedy legend. Why this sketch?
Man, the wig was funny, all right? I put it on. I really thought I was going to be the next David S. Pumpkins. Clearly, I was wrong.
So they bringing back David S. Pumpkins, so I thought we should too.
Yes, I think we should. I'm David S. Pumpkins.
Pumpkins!
I know, but like, who are you?
I'm David Pumpkins, man!
Okay, yeah, and David Pumpkins is...
His own thing.
And the skeletons are part of it.
Why are you a part of this ride?
To do this. What's my name?
David S. Pumpkins.
Any question?
Yes, several. I mean, what, he has the middle initial now? I am so in the weeds with David Pumpkins.
Babe, don't
That was
let
a
David
quality line
Pumpkins
right there.
ruin your
I'm
night.
so in the weeds with David Pumpkins. He's
We all felt that
so
way.
baffled by this. What are people saying on the live there?
Oh, you know, they
Have we pumped up to 400 or 500 strong?
mighty only one who doesn't like David S. Pumpkins. Melissa Najira says she doesn't like David S. Pumpkins. I don't know. I don't know if anyone likes
He says,
him.
any questions? I have a question. How could you not like?
David Pumpkins, he's great. Strange stuff from,
All right.
from SNL.
Another new McDonald's sandwich. McDonald's in Italy has introduced yet another Mickey D's. It's the Nutella burger, and it's exactly what you think it is. No burger, no veggies, but Nutella in the bun. Right now, it's only available in Italy.
Yeah. Well, the Europeans, they love their Nutella.
That's horrifying.
I'm not a big Nutella guy. That's
No,
too
thank
much.
you, Mickey D's. That's one of those things that you can leave overseas. Now watch, they'll bring it here.
Yeah.
You know how they always test market the fast food? They always test market stuff overseas, and then they never bring it here. We're still waiting on Little Caesars to bring the smokehouse pizza up from testing it in Tennessee and bring it to Detroit.
We're waiting.
We're waiting, Little Caesars. I've got my eye on you. Also have my eye on Rod Maloney. He's the Lions denier. They're in first place now, Rod. How about that McDonald's Big Mac video?
Yeah.
How do you make 4 at once? I think it is.
Yeah. I think it was 8.
8.
They did
Sorry.
8 of them at once. But this is really fast. I mean, we work at a fast pace here, especially on the web, getting a lot of these traffic things out right away. But this guy's working real fast.
Okay, so there's all the buns. Wait, I thought, didn't McDonald's, they're on the griddle? Where is this? I thought McDonald's had gone to that hot tray system where they cook the patties and then leave them in like a water, beef broth sort of.
Yeah.
I worked at McDonald's for a week, and when I did, that's what they did. They would just leave them in the hot plates and stuff.
All right, that's Jacob. I don't know if you could hear him or not, but he says he worked at McDonald's for a week. And I'm right? There was like a hot tray system. It was like a brothy juice that the meat sat in until it was needed.
That was like 5 years ago, but I mean, it could have changed.
Now, you were only there for a week, but is it this fast-paced?
No.
No.
Not when I was there.
Okay. You were working at a slow location then. So, this is just a video you can take a look at if you've got some extra time. See what these employees are really going through at McDonald's.
Okay.
What else we got?
I'm looking for something on YouTube right now. I was making my time useful during this compelling.
Well, we're moving past it now.
Are we?
Yes. We're going to talk about the Rensen real quick. We went into the vault just last week and found a special from December 9th, 1973 about the construction of the Renaissance Center.
Let's take a look.
And I don't actually have any video here, but it's all on the website. Got a couple of still frames from it. The Renaissance Center, a look at tomorrow.
It's hilarious that they use like the Renaissance Festival lettering, like the almost kind of Celtic.
But it's a really interesting look at what the city looked like prior to the Rensen and what they had expected from it. So if you've got a little extra time, take a quick look at Click on Detroit.
I'm actually doing the Facebook Live right now.
Oh, are you? That's awesome.
Good morning.
Good morning.
And good morning to all of you. How are we doing on the live viewers in the comments?
We're still up there, 229.
229, okay.
Spanning the globe.
Spanning the globe. All right, let's get into one more time. You can find the Renaissance Center.
It'll be on the homepage on Click on Detroit.
All right. This, one of my best friends in high school, Paul, he had a 1976 Toyota Land Cruiser, just like this one right here, but his was mustard yellow and only went 55 miles per hour. It was a 3-speed, and top speed was 55. That was it.
So you weren't getting on the freeway.
Well, we did, but it would just take a long time. I'm so old that the speed limit on the freeway back then was 55. I dare you, I challenge you, being not only a leadfoot with your Lincoln, but being as young as you are, I challenge you to go onto a highway and try to do 55 without causing a major
run
car.
off the road.
Yeah, that was the national speed limit once upon a time. Anyway, after inspiration from their grandfather, 3 family members have started a company, FJ, that focuses on taking old Toyota Land Cruisers, also known as FJs, and making them look as good as new. This is not a new idea. I did a story for another TV station once upon a time about 10 years ago, and there was a guy that was right on the edge of Detroit and the Grosse Pointes, and he did something very similar to this. He bought, sold, and restored FJs, and then I think 2008, the economic meltdown, he moved his business to Arizona, I want to say.
Okay.
But so these guys are in Miami and like Colombia or something like that. So it's not like they're new, or it's not like they invented this. They're just the latest to the game. College game day.
College game day. How about those Broncos?
How about the Broncos? They are undefeated. The only other team undefeated right now is Alabama, the Crimson Tide. I wonder what would happen if Western and Alabama tangled. You think it would even be close?
I don't think so.
All right, so the biggest pregame show in college football will be in Kalamazoo this weekend as Game Day, ESPN's Game Day, will broadcast live.
Yeah.
Can we see that Lee Corso again? All right, so that's Desmond Howard on the left, Chris Fowler, Lee Corso, and Kirk Herbstreit. Now, who would have thought that the biggest college football pregame show in all of the land would eventually star a Wolverine over there on the left and a Buckeye over there on the right in the form of Kirk Herbstreit? But it happened. The first place Lions, as I taunted Rod Maloney over there, and he correctly pointed out, they backed into first place because everybody else lost and the Lions were on a bye, and only the Lions would achieve first place on a bye week because everybody else lost.
That's what it looks like.
Oh boy, here he goes. All right, that's how it looks. 5-4. Rod says, win a playoff game and then come talk to me. Every time I try to look something up, you put me on camera.
Oh, well, we'll go back to the standing.
Yes, thank you.
There it is.
This entire live show, I've been trying to look something up just for the enjoyment and edification of our audience. Finally found it at the very end.
Mamacita, ¿dónde está Santa Claus? ¿Dónde está Santa Claus? And the toys that he will leave. Mamacita, oh, where is Santa Claus? I look for
What do you want from Santa, Ken?
It's Christmas Eve.
He just wants me to be happy. The only way that's going to happen is if this particular bit of informative nonsense that we do every day actually gains an even biglier following in the days and weeks and months ahead. You like this song?
I don't know this song. This is a new one on me.
Huh?
This is a new Christmas song for me.
He won't forget to crack his castanets and to his reindeer say, "Oh Pancho, oh Vixen, oh Pedro, oh Blitzen, ole."
What are you looking for?
Ole.
I'm checking Chartbeat, a couple other analytics.
All right, I have to go actually do a little something we call Live in the D. Today it's me and Tati, Chuck, with the day off, you see. So stay classy.
Stay classy, Detroit.